What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Now, in this video, I wanted to talk about the real diet that humans are supposed to be on and the real truth about health and how to heal yourself. Okay? From my perspective, based on experience, based on a lot of research over the years, okay, and stuff like that. So, I said in a video that I made on my other channel a while ago that cooking our food caused the real fall of mankind, okay? And it caused us to eat, a lot more meat, animal products, grains, stuff like that. And it got us off of our species-specific diet, okay? Now, yeah, humans do have a species-specific diet, just like every other animal in nature. We're no different, okay? Our species-specific diet is a frugivore diet. Okay, we're frugivores. We're designed to be eating fruits, mostly fruits, okay, along with other raw plant foods. Now, some people will claim that we're only supposed to be eating fruits and nothing else, no other plant foods at all. I disagree with that, okay? I would argue that we're actually sometimes supposed to include varieties of other plant foods because the more varieties you have in your diet in general, the better your microbiome, and the better your gut, the better your gut bacteria, all right? And that's why it's actually not a bad idea to sometimes, once in a while, even include things like raw corn or raw peas, raw green beans, and stuff like that, or even juicing a potato, all right? So that you can include as much variety as possible. Now, with that being said, when you're doing a raw vegan diet, okay, like you shouldn't be doing too much fats. You typically should be doing mostly fruits, mostly carbs. We're a carbon-based species, okay? Our brain runs on carbs, runs on carbon, and so yeah, we have to have mostly carbs in our diet. We can have a little bit of fat, okay, but we're basically supposed to be eating fruits mostly, and we're supposed to be eating as simple as possible every day. So in other words, you shouldn't really include like a million different foods and fruits in one day, okay, so that your body has way more foods to deal with, way more work to do. If you make it more simple and you have like maybe one kind of fruit the whole day, or maybe two or three, and that's it, your body has a lot less work to do. It's more simple for your body to get things done, and you can actually do deeper healing and faster, quicker healing as well when you make it more simple, when you do mono meals, okay, rather than just doing a million different foods all in one day. But in general, you should include varieties of foods, varieties of plant foods in your diet, okay, however often you want to do it, once a month, a couple times a month, once every couple months, whatever it is. It's good to include like a salad with different raw plant foods, stuff like that, and just have variety in general because, like I said, it's better for your microbiome and it's better for your gut, okay? Now, with this being said, if you have a cancer or disease of any kind, all right, a cancer or disease of any kind, the best way to go about it is to do an all juicy fruit diet for a long period of time. All juicy fruit with no fats like nuts or seeds or avocados, okay, just all juicy fruits, and you can include herbs, okay? And you can include, maybe a little bit of vegetable juice, but you don't want to go heavy on the vegetable juice, okay, or else it can inhibit the healing. You want to do mostly fruits and mostly juicy fruits, okay? And that's how you truly heal cancer and disease, even if you're in stage 4, okay? Countless people have done it. There have been, alternative holistic doctors that have recommended doing this diet to their patients when they had leukemia, stage 4 cancer, and a million other problems, pretty much everything you can think of. And when they did this diet, their tumors dissolved, Okay, their cancer's healed and stuff like that. Okay, and I'm actually, from my own experience, I had tumors in my throat a couple years ago. They were, I don't know if it was cancer, but it definitely looked like it, and it was like the worst pain I was in, like, ever. And I did an 11-day juice fast. That's all I did was drink fruit juices. Okay, a little bit of vegetable juice here and there, but mostly fruit juices. Okay, and in 11 days, those tumors dissolved, and I was spitting out like a whole bunch of, mucus and, like, bad blood, basically. I was spitting it out, and I was spitting out a bunch of junk in my body. My body was eliminating a bunch of crap. And so I got rid of that problem just by doing that. Okay, just by doing juicy fruit. Because when you do juicy fruit with no fats, okay, you're actually getting deep into your cells. Okay, and you're eliminating toxins through your lymphatic system. And the distilled water from juicy fruits is the best way to do that. It's the most healing food. It's the most healing food to eat and to get rid of toxins and cancer and whatever else. And so, this is why, like, in a lot of New Age groups and philosophies, they talk about a golden age. They talk about like a heaven on earth. Okay, and it's represented as the age of Aquarius and represented by a water bearer. Okay, well, this is symbolic of juicy fruit, which is, the real holy water, you could say. It's the real water that heals you. And if you do a diet of nothing but juicy fruit for a period of time, yeah, it'll eliminate toxins from your lymphatic system. It'll heal you, and stuff like that. So basically, this is the diet that you do if you want to do the deepest healing. It's the most healing diet that there is in the world. Okay, and you're going to get skinny. You're going to get really skinny while you do this because your body has to break down to eliminate your cancer disease. Okay, and you'll even out at a certain weight, though, usually 130, maybe a little lower, maybe a little higher. But you're going to get skinny. You're going to feel lighter. All right, but that's the healing process. Now, if you're trying to build up on a raw vegan diet, then you include things like bananas, avocados, more fats. If you especially want to build muscle and have a higher sex drive, you include nuts in your diet as well, okay? That'll build muscle, give you a better sex drive, one of the reasons why they're called nuts. All right, so, there's a time for building up, and it should be most of the year. And then there's a time for healing. Okay, when you should probably take a good month off each year, okay, to do all juicy fruit so that you can do some deep healing. And you should also take a break from working out and exercising during this time period so that deeper healing can take place. Because when you're working out and you're building muscle, your body becomes more acidic. And we're trying to get our body alkaline when we heal. Because when our body is alkaline, your body is full of oxygen, and then disease and cancer get eliminated like it's nothing. Okay? That's what those in power don't want you to know. They want you to believe that cancer and disease is impossible to heal. We catch colds, viruses, and flus from people out here in the external world, when the reality is all sicknesses, cancers, disease come from what we're eating and come from what we've been eating. And come from the types of environments we're in, acidic environments, indoors all day, not out in nature, probably not sleeping, properly either. There's also alkaline sleep is what I call it, where you're in a tent, in a forest, or near a river, and, you're in an alkaline environment. You get better air while you sleep, and you get better sleep in general. So there's all these things to take into consideration, okay, with this diet. But yeah, to really truly heal, juicy fruit, all juicy fruit is the best way to go about it. Okay? Now, the next thing that I'm about to tell you is probably the most overlooked thing in health, and the most overlooked thing in diet, and yeah, just health in general. And it seems like a lot of, like, even the more popular like mainstream raw vegans and some of the doctors that, that promote this diet and that heal their patients, okay, even they don't see this. It seems like they don't talk about this, okay? And this is hidden right in front of our face. All right? It's the colors of the fruits and vegetables, particularly the colors of the fruits. All right? The colors of the fruits, because fruits are the most healing food in the world, particularly juicy fruits, the colors of the juicy fruits are the most important thing in health. Okay? They're the most important thing in health, and people should be getting in the colors of the juicy fruits with meals, okay, every week. All the colors. All right, this even includes white, brown, and black. All right, you should be getting in those three colors as well. And then the colors of the rainbow in meals. So like a whole meal of just blue, a whole meal of just orange, a whole meal of just red. Get all those colors in each week if you can, or every other week, or on a regular basis. Make sure that you get them in consistently and regularly. Okay, and I noticed that a lot of these raw vegans, and I'm not a raw vegan myself. I've done it for periods of time. I've been off and on, I haven't done it for years. I've done it for months, not knowing what I know today and not knowing what I'm saying right now. But I think one of the reasons why certain people have trouble on the raw vegan diet, feeling grounded, they feel too out of body on the healing diet and stuff, is because they're not paying attention to the colors. Okay? They're not paying attention to the colors of the juicy fruits, and they're not getting them in enough. And they're particularly not getting in red enough. Okay, since red has to do with grounding, and since we're not grounded all day, since we're wearing shoes and our bare feet are not on the earth all day, we should be getting in red probably every day, red juicy fruit. All right, if you want to feel more grounded and less out of your body, things like watermelon, melons are lower to the earth, whereas the fruits that grow in trees are higher, so they're kind of a higher ascending fruit. So if you want a more grounding fruit, things like berries and melons, particularly watermelon, is a good idea. So, colors are really important. Also, because of, another reason why we need red is because our adrenal glands are the most compromised glands, I would say, out of all the others. And so red has to do with the adrenals. It has to do with your kidneys as well, which are super compromised. And so I just feel like red, because a lot of these holistic doctors tend to say that the adrenal glands are the most compromised, it stands to reason that red fruit is needed a lot more than people think. And it's especially needed if you're going into the city and there's radiation and stuff like that. So these are all things to keep in mind. And, with this being said, I actually plan on doing a 3-month, 90-day all juicy fruit diet, including mostly red, okay, to see how I feel, to see if I feel too out of body or if I feel more grounded. So I'm going to see for myself starting Monday. Okay, I'm not going to wait a week after, a few days after. I'm going to do it on Monday. It's going to be 3 months, mostly watermelon, but I am going to include the colors in, okay? And when you include the colors in, you probably heal to an even deeper level, and you're even more balanced. You're the most balanced and the most healed that you could be if you include the colors in. All right, so that's what I'm going to do for 90 days. I have some deep healing to do, physical, emotional, stuff like that. So, I'm going to keep everybody up to date with all of this. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun starting Monday. It's Friday right now, so we'll see how it goes. But so yeah, with all this being said, okay, so we're designed to eat fruits. We're designed to eat the colors. We're supposed to be paying attention to the colors so that our chakras, glands can be the most balanced. We also need to be getting in herbs every day and the colors of the herbs. This is the other overlooked thing. Instead of getting specific herbs, for specific glands, it's much easier just paying attention to the colors and picking the herbs out in nature. There's a lot of herbs around me right now in different colors. There's miner's lettuce, which has omega-3s. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff around you in nature. Pine needles, you can suck the juice out of pine needles. Okay, people don't pay attention to these kinds of things a lot of times. They just buy things from the store when in reality we have a lot of stuff around us. Okay, I mean, you should still have specific herbs like turmeric, especially, and like ginger because of our gut. And since orange and yellow are associated with the gut, I think it is a good idea to get those in. So, yeah, the most important thing in health are species-specific diet and the colors, which we want to get in consistently, particularly the colors of the juicy fruits. Now, with all this being said, why is it that the colors, the rainbow, and fruit are associated with gay people and homosexuals? They hold the rainbow flag up, the term fruitcake. Why is it associated with gay people? Okay, well, to answer that question, let me just really quickly throw out my opinion on the matter, okay? And if Christians are allowed to say this and what they truly think about gay people, then I should be allowed to say it too. Okay, I don't believe that homosexuality is a natural thing from nature. Okay, there are a couple species of animals like dolphins and frogs, which when exposed to certain chemicals show homosexual traits, but this didn't start happening until after the chemical revolution. Okay, I don't think that it's a natural thing from nature. It's why the animals don't do it naturally, and I think that the cause of homosexuality has to do with the chemicals in the environment along with our unhealthy diets and lifestyles, which is why throughout most of human history, there were some homosexual people and gay people, but not to the extent that there is today. And this after the chemical revolution and after all the heavy metals came into the society, there was an increase in gay men. Okay, so bottom line, I don't believe that homosexuality is something that's natural. That's why the vast majority of people now and throughout history, they generally get very uncomfortable when they see two people of their same sex getting intimate. All right, so that's my opinion on the matter. Okay, and with that being said, the real reason why gay people, why the rainbow and fruit are associated with gay people is because the rulers of our world, okay, like to twist and invert everything. All right, the secret societies that run our world always invert the truth and flip things on their head and make them the exact opposite of what they are. They make things that are moral, they make them immoral. Things that are actually immoral, they make moral. All right, and vice versa. Well, or truth, they make lies. There's a million examples of inversion. Well, one of the other examples of inversion is taking fruit and the rainbow, which fruit and the rainbow actually mean happiness, health, fertility, breeding. Okay, that's what the rainbow and fruits actually mean. Okay, in our species-specific diet. The opposite would be, homosexuality. All right, which has to do with lack of health based on what I said. Okay, it has to do with a lot of homosexuals, not all of them, but many of them are unhappy people. Okay, and because of homosexuality, there's less breeding. Okay, so it's the exact opposite of what it actually is, what fruit and the rainbow actually are. Fruit and rainbow belong to nature. They don't belong to gay people. Okay, they've twisted and inverted that. All right, and really, there was a guy who got on Dr. Oz. He said he used to be homosexual. As soon as he changed his diet and got healthier, he wasn't attracted to men anymore. He started becoming attracted to women. Okay? And so, really it's fruit and the rainbow, which could actually, do something like that and heal you and, probably make you not homosexual anymore when, in reality, It's actually things like meat. It's actually all the unhealthy foods, all the chemicals in our society that can actually make you gay or homosexual. So it's a big inversion, okay? Our species-specific diet, they especially don't want us to get on, all right, which is why they've set it up like this, you know, and obviously, you know, it's people will there's less of a chance of people getting on it too for that reason and for that term in society. You know, some people will be afraid of what people think, and you know, therefore they don't want to get on the diet because they might be looked at as gay or homosexual. But nothing can be further from the truth. It actually raises testosterone, like I said, makes you healthy. Okay, so yeah, now you know the real reason why the rainbow and fruit are associated with gay people. Now you know the real truth about our species specific diet and what we're supposed to eat. Okay. So yeah, this is how you truly heal cancer and disease. Okay, it comes from your immune system. If your immune system's low, you're going to get cancer, disease, cold, flu, whatever. All right. And this is actually a good diet to heal addiction too. All right. It's really the only true way to heal addiction from, you know, food, from anything. So, like I said, um, yeah, I'm going to start my diet on Monday. All right. It's Friday today. And I'm going to test this out. I'm going to do mostly red, mostly watermelon. Okay. It's super convenient too, eating watermelon. I don't have to pay attention to a million fruits. And I'm going to get in the colors once a week, though, other fruits, a couple days a week, maybe every other week, whatever it is. But I'm going to make sure it's consistent and it's regular that I'm getting in the colors of the juicy fruits, particularly brown like dates. You know, and if people paid attention to this kind of thing, you know, like dates have a lot of calcium, and so they're better for, you know, bones and muscles. And so while you're detoxing, to make sure you don't get too skinny, eating things like dates and brown fruits would probably be a good idea. And this is another reason why people need to pay attention to the colors. So I'm going to be doing this for 90 days. That is the goal. So, you know, I'm going to get skinny as, you know, skinny as shit. I don't care. I'm going to feel really good, and I'm going to build it up afterwards. I've done a 10-day water fast in the past, and I got down to like 125 pounds or something like that. And I just built it all back up to like 160, 165, whatever it was. And I put on muscle again. So, you know, this is the same thing. If I get skinny, I don't care. I need some, you know, I need to do some healing. And, yeah, so we'll see how it goes. And, yeah, I'm excited to do it. And I'm looking forward to another video. And I hope you guys are staying healthy. And I hope that you consider doing this diet. You feel really good on it. You feel amazing. You get the same highs that you get on certain drugs, natural highs though. And it really makes you feel that good sometimes. You also go through lows and detox symptoms, but if you can go through those lows and get through them and power through them, then you'll feel amazing on the other side. So this is going to be, you know, an interesting experience, and I'm looking forward to it. And so yeah, stay tuned for another video. All right, take it easy.